afternoon, students. Welcome back to our online classes. Now, from today onwards, we'll begin our history chapter 4, that is the first cities. In this chapter, we'll study about the Indus Valley civilization and the history around 2500 BC. Okay, and we'll also study about the new cities emerged, their town planning, about their occupation, dress, eating style, everything. Okay, so let us begin our chapter. Now, see, students, what do you mean by Indus Valley civilization? The history of India begins with the birth of Indus Valley civilization. Okay, and you may also say that the another name for this is Harappan civilization. It was flourished around 2500 BC, and first it was flourished in the western part of South Asia, but now it is contemporary in the Pakistan after the partition. Okay, and Indus Valley was the home to the largest of four ancient urban civilization of Egypt, Mesopotamia, India, and China. Okay, now let us study that who discovered first the Harappan civilization and in which part of the world it was discovered. Okay, now it was aroused in northwest part of Indian subcontinent. It is also called as Harappan civilization because this civilization was first discovered in 1921. Okay, now first of all, who discovered first the Harappan civilization? Do you know? See, the Harappan civilization was first discovered by Daya Ram Sahani. Okay, who discovered first the Harappan civilization? Daya Ram Sahani, and then later on in the year 1922, Dr. Rakal Das Banerjee discovered Mohenjo-daro in Larakna district of Sindh. Okay, means now this both the areas of Harappan civilization at present are located in Pakistan. Okay, now let us see during this civilization how many cities were formed or how many civilizations were formed. That is Ropar in Punjab, Lodhal in Gujarat, Kalibangan in Rajasthan, Banwali in Haryana, Alamgirpur in UP, and Shanhudaro in Sindh. Okay, now these are the major cities discovered during those days. Just see the look of Indus Valley civilization, how it is located and how it is emerged. Now, first of all, we'll study about the town planning. And in this town planning, the first it is lower town. Okay, why it is called lower town? Outside the citadel was the lower town. Okay, now see, if you see the picture, you will just see the lower towns. There are one or two stories, and these stories are made up of baked bricks. Okay, and the brick, or you may say that this blocks are cutted in such a way that it forms a right angle. Okay, now students, the town planning was again properly forfeited, which protected it from external attacks. Okay, further the lower area was properly divided into different sections, and also the different administered class according to their status. It means again here there was a status symbol. The people, those living in this areas, they used to live according to the status. Okay. Now in this town planning, first we'll study about the road plannings. Now see, the roads were interconnected and cut at 90 degrees, as I said you that it formed the right angle. This increased the accessibility of the roads. They used baked burnt bricks to construct roads, which gave strength to roads and made them dust free. Okay. Now, what about the drainage system of Harappa? Let us study about the drainage system. See, students, first of all, I'll tell you that drainage system was very well maintained. Plus, it was also very technical and proper engineering was followed. There were very much concerned about the health. Means those people, they were very much concerned about the health, and there were mainly three sizes of drainage system. That is, canals were found, small drains were found, and drains were found. And even on the streets and colonies, there were medium drains. That year. Now, during the Harappan civilization, water continued. It used to flow without any resistance and pull the solid garbage into the channels. Okay, and even it was discovered with the stone slabs or bricks. Okay, now just look at this picture of the drainage system. In this, you will found that there are underground drains for the streets. Okay, and these drains here, if you see, it is covered with the stone slabs, and also there are soak pits which are made up of the reeds. Okay, now with the drainage system, you see that as it was well maintained, now even granaries were well built during the Harappan civilization. Okay, first of all, students, please, I'd like to explain you about the granaries. Now see, granaries, what do you mean by granaries? Granaries were the high loaded platform intended for the carts. Okay, means to store their grains, to store their wheats and all. There were granaries built by the Harappan people, and the granary was the largest building of Mohenjo-daro. Harappan, they had 6 granaries. Okay, and circular bricks platforms, most probably used for threshing floors, were found near this granaries. Okay, just see the pictures how they made the granaries, where their carts, their complete farming work. Means here they used to store everything. Now let us proceed to our next topic of the book, that is the Great Bath. Now the most important building on the citadel was the Great Bath. Okay, now this Great Bath, if you see the picture how nicely it is built, and with it, it is of rectangular shape first of all. Okay, and it had 2 doors. If you see, there are 2 doors and which led into the complex form. Okay, now with the 2 doors, there are 6 entrances in the Great Bath. Plus here burnt bricks were used. Okay, burnt bricks were used for the floor and walls of the pools, and the Great Bath was used for the religious bathing. Okay, means here the people used to get together during the religions, and they used to have a get together with the bathing. Okay, now the next is, how was the social life of the people during the Harappan civilization? Now see, the ruling class consisted of rich merchants, priests who were the privileged. Okay. Second class, it comprised of small merchants, artisans, and craftsmen. And the third group, it was consisted of poor laborers who lived in the outskirts of the cities. Okay. And the last, it was farmers who used to live and worked in the villages. This was a social group which was divided. Now let us proceed to the food, that is their eating habits. Now the Harappans, they grew wheat and barley to make the bread. Okay. And with wheat and barley, sesame and mustard was used for the oil. The Indus people, they were earliest people in the production of cotton. Okay. They also ate fruits, vegetables, dates, etc. Now, what about the dresses and ornaments? Or you may also say the lifestyle. Lifestyle, it means that what are the dresses, what they used to wear. Now, see, the ornaments of Indus Valley people were made up of gold, silver, bones, shells, and copper. Okay. And the poor people, they used shell, copper, and silver ornaments. Means rich used to wear gold and silver jewelries, and other people they use up other things. Now the women wore a short skirt and it was held at the waist with a girdle. Okay. And man used to wear the long and loose unstitched garment. Okay. This is all about the dress of the Harappan people. Now, amusements. Amusements means the enjoyable part of the Harappan people. Means what are the curricular activities they used to do during the free time. Now, see, the Harappan people played a games similar to that of the chess and enjoyed singing and dancing. Okay. Now, they were very creative. They used to make the different toys. If you see in the picture, dolls, whistles, etc. Okay. Now, the next is occupation. As you all know that they were very creative. Now, agriculture was another main occupation of the people living in the Indus Valley civilization. Now, here they another means there were different occupations like farming, weaving, pottery, and workers, toy makers, jewelry makers, etc. Okay, this is all about the first part of the chapter. Now, the next part will continue in the next lecture. Okay, I hope you have understood. And please find out the objectives of this chapter and complete the previous chapter. By that time, I'll complete this chapter and give you all the answers. Okay, thank you.